special delivery. Every city, every hood will be banging heat. So get your dough while you roll to this and do your thing. Come on, come on.
My name is Stacey Morris.
Better known as Stacey Kutz.
And I cut hair. I'm currently Eddie Murphy and Anthony Anderson's barber.
Nobody can cut hair like Stacey.
Stacey used to cut my hair in the kitchen of her house 10 years ago, over 10 years ago.
I've been a barber professionally since '88. And I say professional in the sense of like, you know, doing hair for people in the industry, film, television, whatever.
She went from Will to Martin, back and forth, and then to Eddie. We used to go to his house.
He was saying how he needed a haircut, and she was like, oh, you should let Stacey do it. And he was like, Stacey? A girl? I don't think so. And so we got into this whole thing like, you know, I can cut your hair, and yeah, right, you can. And he put me to the test and challenged me.
Did I dare you?
Yeah, you were like, a girl? Yeah, right, a girl can't cut my hair. Well, if you say you can cut, come up here right now and cut my hair, I'll give you $500.
This is back when I was young, sexist.
Women swimming. A girl never gave me a good cut. Back when I was on that. A girl can't cut a guy's hair right.
I guess she was auditioning.
It was like 1, 2 in the morning.
She came over like 2, 3 in the morning and hooked me up.
And ever since then, we had an off and on relationship. He would call me sometimes to cut his hair, and eventually I became his sole barber.
It's like a drop. When Eddie calls, she would go.
And now look, still cutting my hair 18, 20 years later.
But technically, I've been cutting hair literally since I was like 12 years old.
I'm Ray Harris, stepfather of Stacey Morris. Stacey been cutting my hair since she was 11 to 12 years old.
I was cutting my father.
My name is Ken Morris. I'm Stacey Morris's dad.
Family members, friends, my brothers.
Hey, my name is Wesley Morris, little brother to the world famous Stacey Kutz.
I'm Kwesi Harris and I'm Stacey Morris' stepbrother.
My mother would try to cut their hair. I'm Gina Harris Ray. I'm the mom. She would mess it up. She would cut it off. And I decided, hey, wait a minute. Let me do that. So I started messing around cutting their hair.
I was definitely what you could consider a guinea pig.
Wesley was Stacey's toy in a way.
I had the dye work done with like raccoon stripes, ducktails, my name, like on the streets, just walking down the street, and somebody would stop me and they would say, hey, who cut your hair? And I'd be like, Stacey Kutz.
You understand? It was like when I was at school, people were like, yo, who did your hair? I want your sister to do my hair.
And I did his hair, and one of his friends' parents worked for Ebony, and they happened to be doing a story about haircuts, and they wanted to, you know, feature me.
Because everybody wanted to get their hair cut from Stacey. That's how I was. It just started like, you know what I mean, wild like a brush fire. It was crazy.
Seeing my work in that magazine the first time I did it was a trip. When she got around 14, 15, then it became serious. I got like all these people calling me. And it wasn't even something that I was trying to do. It was just like, you know, it happened.
I never forget the first time I met Stacey, we were hanging out, and she walked up to me, and she stroked my beard and looked at my hair, her haircut, and said, you need to let me take care of you.
You lying.
You didn't do that.
I did that?
Yeah, you went up, it was like, you didn't say who cut you, you felt my beard and looked at my line, it was like, you need to come by and let me take care of you. And I was like, well, what the hell do you do? And who are you? Because we didn't even know each other. And then I found out who you were.
I just assumed you knew.
Yeah, you just assumed. Maybe about a week after that encounter, I sat in Stacey's chair, and I've been sitting in her chair for the last 10 years. And of those 10 years, I can honestly say that I have only allowed 3 other people to cut my hair. You know, Stacey be on whirlwind tours with, you know, Eddie Murphy.
Eddie really trusts her, you know, and it's like only she can touch his hair. One time I tried to pick something out of his hair.
She's probably mad at me. I was supposed to get my hair cut by her. I didn't call her. That's what. She's an old friend. She's cutting our hair for years.
Stacey's worked with every name I could think of.
I mean, you name her. She's touched on her.
I'm gonna put myself on the top of the list even though I don't belong there.
Me is Eddie.
Will Smith.
Jamie Foxx.
Puffy.
Rock.
Martin Lawrence.
Heavy D.
Richard Pryor.
Johnny Gill.
Chris from Kid and Play.
She's done everybody. Stacey's cut every head that I can imagine at this point in time.
Stacey has been cutting my hair, you know, off and on because, you know, I fluctuate. It depends on what hairstyle I got. See, I went through the afro. I think Stacey was cutting me when I had the afro. And I cut it off, and I think she cut it off for me.
You know, to be able to say that, you know, I have the same stylist, I have the same barber as Eddie Murphy, Martin Lawrence, as Will Smith, as Jamie Foxx. You know, it's like a badge of honor.
And she flying.
A big part of, I think, Stacey's success, especially with celebrity clients, is understanding that each person is different. There's different personalities. People have different likes, dislikes.
You know, if you're thinking you know who's the best in the business, but you don't know who this is, you're off your game.
I didn't know for years all the people that she worked with, because she doesn't like walk around talking about who she works with and none of that. She just comes, does her job, she goes do what she do, and she keeps it moving.
She gave me the most important bits of advice I ever received. She said, Pierce, go there, do your job, don't try to make any friends. So I was standing there with my little clippers and combs like, you're not my friend, Will Smith.
You have to learn how to get in where you fit in, and I think Stacey has definitely mastered that.
The difference between working with a celebrity and working with a normal salon client.
You're always on call, so a lot of times you think your time is not really your time.
When you going to Disneyland? Come on, why not?
It's just a little kid's hair.
My son's need a haircut. He had a haircut since you cut it 2 months ago.
You gotta do it Sunday. Hey, I need a haircut. It's like, it's 2 o'clock in the morning.
He's going to Disneyland tomorrow.
Can't cut your kid's hair.
Can't cut my, that's cold-blooded.
It takes a certain amount of, what's a good word I'm looking for? Let's keep it at patience.
Come on, Stacey, tomorrow, man. He need a haircut. He woofing.
But she's a very calm person. She's not caught up in what she does. She's not caught up in the hype of working in the entertainment industry.
Stacey don't care.
Stacey don't give a damn. That's what we're gonna call it.
I think it's comfortable for her clients. They know what to expect. They know they're gonna get a great haircut.
Before I got married, I used to have an afro, and Stacey would cut my afro. I would get so much from that haircut.
Oh yeah, because she's one of the baddest barbers I've seen touch some clippers.
You know, it's real personal when somebody's cutting your hair. And she knows what my dimples and my potholes, and she knows how to cut around all that other stuff and make it look right, so we're good.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Nobody does this.
Look how sharp I look.
I always told her from the beginning that she has hands like a person that sculpts and all that stuff. Piano player's fingers.
Stacey is very consistent.
Because she doesn't make your hairline, she goes with the natural hairline. She don't take you back far, make you look like George Jefferson.
She's real meticulous when she's cutting your hair and giving you a line and all that stuff.
Like, I don't know how I knew how to cut hair. It's something I can do, you know what I mean? Painting or photography, having a vision or being able to have an ear for music, it's like, it's just something that you feel. It's from within and it comes through you. You could say it's God, I don't know, but you know, it's a spiritual thing.
Cutting hair is not just putting a bowl on somebody's head and tracing the line around. It's about contours. It's about blendings. It's about gradations, and all of that's the same as music.
It's a trip because she does so many different things, and that's why I said she's an artist.
That's part of her innate talent, to be able to look at something and paint a picture of it as an artist or a stylist.
I'm very meticulous because Stacey's the artist as well. She paints and does all that stuff as well. Stacey has always been a meticulous person. Like, Stacey's always sharp. Even when she's down, she's always sharp. You know what I'm saying? Like, her hair is always on point. Her fingernails always clean. Her jewelry is always blinging.
She's just like genius in there.
Oh, Stacey's amazing.
She ain't no joke.
I remember the first day he came out on set, I was like, whoa, he looked fabulous.
Eddie looked incredible.
I don't think you've ever seen black people look this good on screen, ever.
Dreamgirls was a very challenging experience working on that film.
Not many people know that she styled all of Eddie's wigs for Dreamgirls.
I'm a barber, and I had to kind of step out of, you know, my genre and pick up on something else.
What Stacey did on Dreamgirls was absolutely wonderful, but I think I'm not surprised.
That's the type of person she is. She takes the situation and, you know, turn it into what it needs to be.
All the different hairstyles that I had in Dreamgirls, all the different wigs and stuff was just perfect.
You know, he believed in her, and he knew the work mentality that she had and that she would get it done.
This hair was very significant for his character, and I do feel like the hair helped him get into character.
If it looks real, the more real the stuff is, the further you can go into the character if you're bringing up the stuff that's realistic.
When he's not himself and he can put on prosthetics and a wig or do all of that kind of stuff, it opens up doors for him to do something outside of him.
She even got him, you know, to shave his hairline so that in the second act when he's looking a little bit more like, you know, Marvin Gaye or Lou Rawls, you know, he really feels like a different person. It was incredible detail work that she does.
So yeah, the wig, the hair, the wardrobe, all of that stuff definitely helped to create the character and helped him to create the character.
And then when he's not in costume playing a character, when it's time to be cool, she does that too. So
Stacey was the first person I ever saw that painted their walls red. Just her barber chair. She has a custom old school barber chair that's, you know, incredible. It's a piece of art in and of itself.
Stacey Morris is not just one of anything. She's all of everything.
I'm the whole thing. I'm every woman.
Jack of all trades. You can't help but to come to love and to like and to love Stacey, you know what I mean?
She's just good company, she's good people, I love her energy, you know, and that transfers.
Of our class, she's definitely led the way, you know.
She's helped a lot of people as far as what we do.
Oh, I can't do him. Just give it to Pierce, give it to so-and-so, and she would just throw work at everybody.
I started cutting Will Smith's hair by the graciousness of Stacey Morris, and she allowed me my first opportunity.
The Rock used to come in the salon. She used to cut The Rock in the salon, and she was leaving to go start a movie with Eddie, and so she introduced him to me and said, I can remember it clearly. She was like, "Rachel will take care of you," and he was kind of like, okay, and I've been with him for almost 5 years now.
If she had a job and she couldn't make it, she would always call me in to back her up and vice versa. So in that sense, she introduced me to a lot of people that I would have never got the opportunity to meet.
Her loyalty and the fact that she doesn't, you know, play petty games and she doesn't have the insecurities, well, she'll try and like hold back some of her opportunities.
So that's just testament to her intelligence, her graciousness, her unselfishness. I always feel like I need to live up to the expectation or the legend that Stacey has set forth for us.
I'm very proud of it, and it's almost like for me to be watching a movie. She keeps coming up with a new scene, a new chapter, new development to the story.
I do everything. I feel like everything. Everything that I do. Write, you know, I do photography, I produce and play music.
Forget almost famous, she is famous. You know why? Because she's real. She ain't just on the stuff. Because her gift has made room for her gift.
Yeah, you know what, Stace? I think we're just gonna have to get rid of it.
Cut it down?
Yeah, because I'm not gonna have a chance to come to you and get it cut again, so.
We're just gonna go dark.
Yeah, we're gonna say goodbye to the Mohawk.
We're gonna take it back to the wave.
Take it back, yeah, take it back. And here we are today, you know, celebrating Stacey and what she's been doing. And I'm glad that I can say I've been a part of her journey and her discovery. And that's what it's about, you know? That's what it's about.